Hello, Louisiana Beer Reviews.
Today we're looking at Founder's All Day Grapefruit. This is a hazy IPA. Of course, it's coming in at their typical 4.7% alcohol, which is typically, I found it to run about the same alcohol content as, say, like your Forerunners, like your Miller Coors, Budweiser types. So it's running about that range when it comes to alcohol, but this particular style is a session. The sessions usually mean low alcohol, low to medium.
And
Although we know some folks who will call things that they're not 8% a session. We know some folks. Not that their initials are Jean-Pierre, but yeah.
8. He'll
He'll
drink a 8% now and then when he wants to go low.
He's made comments like that before.
Now, let me look at this ale for a minute.
And they changed the color of the can to reflect almost like a ruby grapefruit color. If you ever get what do they go? Was it the Ruby Roads?
The ruby grapefruit. I don't know. Yeah. I don't eat them. Let's see, zesty, juicy, and refreshing. 4.7, so a little higher than the regular all day. I think the regular all day is 4.5. 50 bitterness units. That's a lot for a session.
Hazy. I think the regular all day is 4.7. I think the all days are 4.7s.
You sure? What do you think? Natural flavor, hazy India Pale Ale. Okay. I know they had like a variety pack of these with all different kind of flavors. I haven't seen it around.
I got that at a 6-pack.
Yeah. Well, yeah, variety.
But no, you said variety, which means a 12-pack of many different.
Well, I think they did, but then they probably offered each flavor in its own 6-pack.
Well, that's the point I was getting at. Is I did not get it a variety. I got it in a 6-pack.
And I didn't see it anywhere in my town. But.
Okay, so it says that it's hazy. Hold yours up. Let everyone see that one. Looks opaque, slightly hazy.
Yeah, it's a little bit hazy.
Which I kind of. Oh, I can see my finger through this. I could totally see my finger through this. I don't know how to call this hazy. In regards to, like the oatmeal type hazy.
Yeah, well, that's extreme. Those are extreme. This is just your regular hazy.
Yeah, well, you get like a little cloudiness to it, almost like it's like a fog effect going on.
So we have flavor added, but no coloring added, apparently.
It smells like grapefruit.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, it smells like grapefruit juice. Like real grapefruit.
It does.
Not candied, not artificial. It smells like real grapefruit juice.
Natural flavor. Is it an extract? Is it actual dehydrated grapefruit that they got from some produce wholesaler? I don't know. Taste. Cheers.
It smells just like a grapefruit.
Yeah, with bread.
Like the ruby red. The ruby red grapefruit. That's what it smells like.
You know what that makes me? You ever had the Shiner Ruby Redbird?
Oh yeah, that was popular.
That's their version of it.
So yeah, perhaps this is like
Ruby Redbird.
Yeah. Cheers. Yeah, it's grapefruit.
We tried to do a video for Founder's Mortal Bloom, but my memory card failed in the middle of the video and we lost it.
Yeah, and if we want to like speak on that in regards to this, their appearances are almost the same. With this being a little
less.
That one was more like a lemony color. This one's more like the ruby red. You can actually see where it looks like ruby red.
Yeah, Immortal Bloom was just like a straight hazy IPA.
This tastes like I'm drinking grapefruit juice in beer.
Yes, and that is exactly probably what you're drinking. Either they let, like I said, dehydrated grapefruit soak in the beer for maybe a few days and filter it. I don't know. Or they just add an extract. It's natural. It tastes like it. So if you want to drink a sort of thin to medium-bodied ale with grapefruit flavor, buy this. Mm-hmm. If you don't like grapefruit, do not buy it. Some people, they can't stand grapefruit.
Are you concluding your review?
I was going to talk about the sweetness and the bitterness. It's not really that sweet. I'd say 2 out of 5 sugar cubes. It's not a sweet beer.
No, it's not sweet, but the grapefruit is predominant. You can even taste the pith.
Gotta have that pith. The bitterness, though, it doesn't seem like 50 bitterness units. No.
Well, when something says it's a grapefruit beer, then you're gonna expect to taste it. But don't sell something and claim that it's something that it's not. It's a misrepresentation. This isn't.
But I don't find the bitterness is too much. So I would say the bitterness is maybe 2 out of 5 hop cones. Maybe. But the grapefruit might be canceling out the hop
I think the
cones.
grapefruit's predominant with it.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
The session is non-existent. You and I both made comments before that this is the only session beer that we would enjoy.
I can't stand the others.
And that's because sometimes when you drink a session, it kind of kicks back like Alka-Seltzer. In my mouth, it does. You drink it, and there's something, it reacts, and it just doesn't go. It just kind of like
It tastes like hop water.
foamy. It just kind of like foamy when you drink it. It just it's like you got to drink water to get it down.
Yeah,
It's unpleasant.
I can't stand them. Hey, you know what I found out? Lagunitas IPA, different company. They lowered the IBUs on that. I noticed that today.
I told you they changed that beer.
I was like, wait a minute. 45 IBUs. I'll start looking back in the old videos from years ago. It used to be 52 IBUs.
I told you they changed the
Why
beer.
did you drop the bitterness on Lagunitas IPA? That thing was never too bitter.
That's because they're owned by the Heineken company now.
What's up with the cutting back? All right.
It's all about the Benjamins. All about the Benjamins.
Might save a little
And
money.
they think, it's like that mixto effect. That some institutions or establishments will do with Jim Beam and Jack Daniels. Go down and order a Jack. Next thing you know, you're getting half and half. And if you get buzzed enough, who's going to know anyway?
Mixed? You mean cheating people and using something else?
Yeah.
Well, that's just
Absolutely.
straight up fraud. I'm not talking about fraud. I'm just talking about cutting back, not committing a fraud. But although I do think if you go to a lot of bars and you say, "Give me a Beam and Coke," you might get a Beam, but it might be Beam's 8-star. You know, that the one that's not pure bourbon. And then you can't accuse them of fraud because they'll say, "Well, you said you wanted a Beam," and they show this. What is this?
So I'm ready to score.
Um,
Style, flavor.
yeah, everything. I'll give it an 8.
I'll give it an 8 too. I'll give this like a 94. It's really good.
And I'm saying 93, so we're not far off. So a very good beer, a most excellent beer, and
Good job. I mean, the price was right. The flavor's there. The alcohol content matches the flavor, style, and what you expect to get out of this beer.
yeah.
So,
One more thing. Do you remember years ago there used to be a beer they sold around here called Ballast Point
yeah.
IPA?
Long time.
And they had a
ago.
version called Ballast Point Grapefruit IPA.
Don't remember now.
Yeah, they sold that at Matherne's, but of course it didn't last. All right. So get your grapefruit on, and we're gonna say laissez les bon temps relais. Y'all go to Michigan and take a Founders Brewery tour.
Yeah, I don't know what is this one at Comstock or Flint or I don't know where this brewery
I thought
is.
Bell's was in Comstock. Let me see.
Oh, I don't know.
Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Grand Rapids.
Y'all.
All right.
Thank
Good job. Good job, founders. Good job. Drink better beers.